Oh man, are you ready for this? You can feel the calm before the storm as the round begins. This is gonna be a match to remember. This battle is about to explode. Time is the KO!
Hello everyone and welcome back to Battle for the Den with a different camera angle tonight. Just because I kinda bought a new screen. So now I have the game on top over there. And I have the stream over there, and then I have my TO stuff over there. So, you know, it's gonna be great. It's going to be a great time. Yeah, we are here. We are here for arms. So I'm just doing some technical stuff real quick before we get started. Just getting stuff set up. There we go. There we go. We're gonna just process the check-ins real quick. Close that. I've got things everywhere. I need to focus. Process the check-ins. Okay, we good. We good. We're just going to move that over there for good measure. In order to not have like word conflicts. And I think we are ready to go. I'm going to click start the tournament. And just launch the first matches. So, which one are we going to pick real quick today? I think I want to see MrTable and Ferrarikid. Real quick. Can be played. And we're gonna have MrTable and see to the stream arena. There we go. We should be good. And there we go. So we've got it all set up. I should have the bracket right here. Ooh, perfect. It works. It all works. It just works. So yeah, as you can see, winners round one, we're going to have MrTable versus Ferrarikid. First, Ferrarikid, please. You had like 15 minutes to actually add me. We've created the lobby. But yeah, as I was saying, we're gonna have MrTable versus Ferrarikid on stream, which we are setting up right now. Right here. In the winners round one, we also have Woomy versus good old Paul. Because Paul is supposedly in the tournament, but at the same time he's also doing a Chocobo stream, from what I understand. And we also have Kefgeru versus Disobeyed, with Ripha waiting in winners round 2 from the bye. So, you know, there's that. Woomy and Paul on the opposite sides of the... Yeah, we're getting everything set up. I believe MrTable is currently in the process of sending the code to Ferrarikid. We are also going to remind you of the good old stage list, which for starters includes Sparring Ring, Buster Beach, DNA Lab, Temple Grounds, and Mausoleum. And for counterpicks, we have Via Dolce and Ninja College. Just so you know. So yeah, we're just getting there, you know. By the way, how's it going, chat? We've got some time here. I can talk about my day. Like, we've had the tournament earlier today, which was really good. The Asia Australia tournament was really fun. And tonight we're gonna have a full bracket, so that should be great as well. Yeah, we're just getting things set up correctly. I also didn't pin the lobby code for some reason. There we go. Like, I'm being very forgetful today. I will say that much. Like, we started the Asia Oceania tournament today, and I had the wrong match up on the screen in terms of just the versus screen and everything. And then so, you know, there's that. So yeah, we are getting started. We are going to move to the lobby screen. I said the lobby screen. There we go. Getting everything set up right now. The bands are being spent, quote unquote. I should have the stage list on copy paste. It would help. Hi Foxer, I'm doing fine. What about you? Like, as you can see, like, we're just setting everything up for our first match of MrTable versus Ferrarikid. Just getting started, you know. We're doing fine. We're just doing fine, you know. We are also monitoring because there are some people whose first tournament is today. So we kind of have to monitor to make sure that everything goes fine. You know, first timers, you gotta start somewhere, you know. So, you know, it's fine to not know. It seems that our first match of the day will be starting on Temple Grounds, the good old classic. And yeah, we are good to go. We are going to have Ferrari versus MrTable in just a bit. There we go. We are starting this up. This should be Twintelle versus Springtron, if I'm not mistaken. It is. It indeed is. It indeed is. This is hard to say, honestly. And yeah, as a reminder, this is a best of 3. Like the start of it all is best of 3. Best of 5 happens later. Yeah, already MrTable putting down a lot of pressure on Ferrari. Just pushing him as much as possible near that wall of Temple Grounds and going in, just going in, like full aggression. The aggression has started and is looking very violent. Ferrari right now manages to get the Slapamander, but at what cost, you know? The cost of a grab at this point, and yeah, very dominating performance from MrTable in this first round. But you know, it is the first game, so you know, it is understandable. It is the first round. We are going to see some uneven matchups. It's just the nature of seeding. And yeah, right away, MrTable going in with the parries and with the rush. I like to say advancing guard, but parry is faster. Meanwhile, Ferrari is going to try and go for a rush of his own, but it was a little bit too telegraphed, and MrTable is going to be able to block it all. The shield is low, though. It's going to recover slowly but surely on MrTable's side. Good knockdown from Ferrari with the toaster. And another toaster in the face. And it really feels like Ferrari right now is much more in his element. All of a sudden. Just adapting to the play of MrTable. Ooh, and stun into grab, and that is not going to be forgiven. That is going to be 1-0 to MrTable. Very quick 1-0. Yeah, very good showing from MrTable, who was, I believe, third in the last time we did this. So it is to be expected, you know. It is to be expected. But yeah, it really feels like Ferrarikid was a little bit hesitant to actually go on the offensive. And was more so, I wouldn't say happy to accept the pressure, but he was definitely accepting the pressure. For lack of a better term. But what I like to see as well is that people are actually giving out tips in the chat, which is very nice to see. Since again, we do have some beginners today. Unfortunately, I'm not too able to dwell on tips. So it's good to see that we do have some new blood in the scene. It's always nice to see new players. And right there we are going to go to DNA Lab for game 2. Definitely gonna help slow down, I feel, MrTable's pace. But yeah, it is going to be a matter of if Ferrari can be a little bit less hesitant on those interactions, I feel like. Which is fair, you know, it is fair. And yeah, Ferrari already with a broken arm. And as I was saying, Ferrari a little, definitely not knowing too much about where to position himself against MrTable's full-on pressure. Gonna try something with a try less, and no, that is going to be a perfect for MrTable. And yeah, going into round 2, Ferrari definitely using Tri-Blast a lot more as advised by MrTable. Trying to poke a lot more, but still gotta be careful about when to poke, because MrTable then is going to be able to get some very rough punishes like that. But Ferrari is gonna find a punish of his own. Very well played by him. Ooh, good roaster. I feel like right now MrTable kind of wants to slow down a little bit more of the pace, but then again, the aggression has been working very well for him, so why not, you know? And yeah, definitely a slower paced game, as Ferrari is starting to understand what MrTable is doing and how he can punish it. And the rush clash here is going to be won by MrTable. That is going to be a quick 2-0. Kind of an unfortunate ending to that match, but nonetheless, an expected result. But yeah, MrTable moving on into winners round 2. We will see Ferrari again in the losers bracket. What is going on? Wait, what is going on? We are... What is going on? I don't know what is happening here. Because we do have... I see 69 to 67 on the scoreboard, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Yeah, we're just gonna fix that real quick. We're just gonna fix that real quick. Anyways, we're just going to... well, I guess our winners round 2 match is already there, but... We're just going to warn everyone that... losers can be played off stream, just so they know, you know. Yeah, losers round 1 and 2 can be played off stream. So yeah, unfortunately, I think Kefgeru and Disobeyed are still fighting it out. So we shall see. We're probably gonna move on just straight to Ripha, honestly, just to get things moving. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight to Ripha versus MrTable. Just to get things moving, you know. Who the... Paul? Is that you? Is that you? You're funny, but you're not funny. Okay, you're funny, but you're not funny. You know I can spy you, like you were streaming earlier. Oh my gosh, that went fast. People entered fast. He's just taunting. He's just taunting. Look. Look, here's what we're gonna do. You wanna get in? Then just get into commentary, okay? Just get into the commentary channel, okay? It's not temple. Wait, we're just going. We're just going temple. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. We are getting that ready for you. And Ripha going min again for this tournament. Ripha definitely going min again. And Ripha's been liking the min in Battle for the Den lately, so not really surprised anymore. But I also understand that I would say that min is easier to play in long distance matches than a Misango, in all honesty. That is my feeling about the situation. So yeah, Ripha is very much set up right now with the lockjaw in the slapamander. Whatever. I don't find my words today. This is a problem. And yeah, and one arm down from MrTable. Ripha not gonna go for the rush confirm. Gonna try to keep that rush as long as possible, as long as he doesn't need it. MrTable, however, is going to spend it right there. We win a very good grab here from MrTable in order to equalize things. And Ripha going to spend the rush right there, but MrTable very easily gonna be able to avoid it. And now a grab here. A very good grab. Ripha's going to blow MrTable's face off. Ooh, good freeze from MrTable. Ooh, this is going to be a very close one, honestly. And we almost got the double KO. I just want to say we almost got the double KO, but no. MrTable is going to go down in this interaction. Now going to round 2, Ripha is going to find a very good slam here. And he's going to go for Seiki on the Dragon Arm. Now we were talking about about the Seiki earlier today. And I feel like Ripha is going to... how to put it? To be one to actually make it work better overall than any of the Australia players. So I'm not too surprised to see him just go for it on the Dragon Arm. It is very good. It's very much a risk-reward thing. But as I say that, like, Ripha is a little bit of a pickle here. In a little bit of a pickle. So he's going to push back MrTable. Gonna get another Seiki hit. I feel like as long as MrTable isn't getting paralyzed, he's still in a very good spot. As I say that though, Ripha is slowly but surely making the comeback. He's gonna bust out that rush. MrTable is gonna be able to block it. Ooh, and the arm is broken. And the slam's just not gonna be quite enough to take it, but you know, just a little nudge. It just needed a little nudge. You know, that's all. That's fine. That is all completely fine. And now Ripha is up 1-0 in this matchup. And again, this is best of 3, so this is going to be over before it started. Oh yeah, okay, we're sticking to Temple Grounds, and Ripha is going to go full on Misango here. Not feeling as comfortable as he wants to with the Min, so it's going back to good old reliable Misango. Understandable. We've got the Cracker, we've got the Cool Ring, and we are going in. Hi Bin Blaster, how are you doing? Yeah, now Ripha right now in Blue Mask. So he's the speedy boy. Gonna drop the Blue Mask here to try and block something from MrTable. Not quite sure what he was anticipating, to be fair. But it is going to allow him to go for the Red Mask for that armor. Which honestly, there is not much MrTable can do against Super Armor with that set. Sure, he does have the ice. And Ripha's just gonna get the invincibility, but not gonna be able to bust out the attacking part of the rush soon enough to punish MrTable for that one. Still, very good defensive play. Yeah, as I was saying, it's all gonna be about MrTable being able to freeze when Ripha's got the armor, because it's going to get rid of the mask. So I really feel like this Lola isn't quite adapted. Ooh, but MrTable is fighting back. Ripha being very patient, trying to find an opening, but was a little bit too committal there, and that is going to be 1 round to MrTable. Now going to round 2, MrTable going to bust out the rush right away. But it's going to be fully blocked by Ripha, who's getting the red mask, by the way. And now Ripha is very much set up. Going for rush himself. He's going to lose the mask in that interaction. I'm not too sure how. But still, that was still a very good rush from Ripha, with some massive damage being key here. Ooh, and a very good freeze here from MrTable. Gonna get Ripha a little bit in a lock. But Ripha is gonna be able to get that Cracker hit here. Hi, Paul! Yeah, going into round 3. We do have Ripha with the Megawatt now. Just gonna be able to counter with the yellow mask just in time. MrTable not recognizing the situation too well. He's gonna get mauled by that Megawatt. Just completely mauled. And now this is the scary part. Ripha sure is in the corner, but he's completely set up with the red mask. And now MrTable does have to contend as well with that giant Megawatt coming his way from time to time. Ooh, but Ripha's gonna drop the rush here. Interesting interactions. Not gonna be able to get much out of the shield break either. Yeah, that was an interaction, that's for sure. And yeah, MrTable now on 1 health. MrTable on 0 health. Sometimes I should just shut up because, you know, commentator's curse is a real thing. But yeah, that is going to be a 2-0 for Ripha. A pretty solid performance. Both with the Min and the Misango. I would argue that the Min was still very good. It's just that Ripha didn't feel like it was as good as it could have been. I guess. But still very good things being done there. Wait, I think Woomy and Kefgeru didn't get the goddamn memo that they were on stream. I think they didn't get the memo. So we might be only able to see round 2. Well, we're not gonna see anything, in fact. Like, guys, I told you they were on stream. The matches were supposed to be on stream. Come on. Please follow the instructions. Like, come on, please. But yeah, so we're just getting a 2-0 from Woomy. So yeah, that is just an unfortunate situation. Anyways, that does mean we're gonna go straight into winners finals, I guess. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna go into winners finals then. But yeah, that's a pickle. So yeah. So anyways, before we get into winners finals, which is going to be Woomy versus Ripha, just a few ads for today. So no ads for Battle for the Den because the scheduling isn't done yet for April. I need to figure out like scheduling stuff still. But in terms of what we have the Playing Grounds, which is taking a break next week. Yeah, it's taking a break next week, but other than that, on the 22nd, we will be playing Guilty Gear XX Action Core Plus R on Steam, which is a very good game with very good netcode and probably one of the best online infrastructures in fighting games just in general. So yeah, if you have Guilty Gear XX Action Core Plus R on Steam, make sure to join. It's going to be good fun. It's just some free play sessions. We can open up a lobby, maybe have 64 players in it, spectate some matches. I don't know. It's just for fun, you know. Just get in the chat, tell me you want to fight me, destroy me on stream. Those are always good times. But yeah, this will be on the 22nd of March at 21 CET. And coming up as well, we do have an offline tournament because, you know, those are coming back, which is fun. In Nantes Arena 22.1. which is offered to you by Beat by 44. We will be there to stream the tournament on Beat by 44's channel, and this will be on the 19th and 20th of March 2022. The tournament will be featuring a few new games like Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood Type Luna, which has a lot of entrants by the way, Windjammers 2, but also quite a few classics like Goro Mark of the Wolves, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Vampire Savior, and Capcom vs SNK 2. Again, this will be on the 19th and 20th of March 2022 in Nantes, France. Registrations right now should be closed in terms of online registrations, but you can still show up at the venue the day of and just get into the tournament, or just free play for free. The venue fee is free. It's hard to say. And if you are interested, you can type in exclamation mark Nantarena in the chat in order to get all of the information you need. If I don't make any typos. But yeah, we are now getting our winners finals ready in Ripha versus Woomy. The loser side of the bracket is also moving on right now in the background. So you know everything is going fine. And we are going to go to Buster Beach for that first match. And it is not winners round 2, this is winners finals. Still forgetting things. And Ripha going for the Mechanica. Ripha going for the Mechanica. Some stuff didn't reset, but that's fine. Yeah, it's good to see some Mechanica representation in the tournament. Because gosh knows that this character is one of my favorites first off. And second, deserves a representation in my opinion. Because it's a very fun character with the armor, with the movement. Like, some won't agree with me, but this is just the funner mummy. But right now Woomy is doing an excellent job at just boxing out Ripha. Making sure he doesn't get an inch. Although, Ripha is going to be able to deny that rush from Woomy. Which could be the shift in momentum that he's looking for. And Ripha is also going to be able to punish that haphazard grab with the rush in order to get back into the game. Still, it feels like overall the Mechanica is going to have trouble just getting in on this barrage of toasters. Toasters also have a little bit of auto aim. So that doesn't help. And Ripha's gonna go with the Kablammer. And I also tend to rave about the Kablammer. Because again, this is an arm you don't see that often. And still is really fun. With a really weird trajectory if you're not too prepared for it. Woomy, however, going for double buff. And I'm not convinced by this choice because buff isn't gonna go through Mechanica's armor. Simply put. Woomy is, however, going to be able to block that rush. Which is going to put him in a very good situation, but Ripha right now has no reason to actually stop going on the offense. Because he can't be stopped. Literally the only thing Woomy can do to stop Ripha is going for rush. And to be fair, building rush could be an interesting strategy to have in order to take down Ripha. But I fear that it's not going to be enough. Although I say that, but Woomy is building rush very fast with those buffs. And Ripha is just wasting those rush onto Woomy's shield. See, look at that. Woomy is already almost at full rush. And despite the armor, honestly, Woomy is slowly but surely chipping away Ripha's health. So yeah, I was not convinced about this. I was not convinced about this pick. But clearly it is working out. It is clearly working out. But again, that's why I'm here commentating and they're here playing. And we're just gonna have the rematch on Buster Beach. Now the question is, yeah, Ripha's gonna go with Helix this time. And I definitely feel better about the Helix pick right now. Just because Ripha couldn't get in on the barrage of punches. The barrage. No, the barrage. It is a funny word to say. Still, Ripha is going to get knocked down here very quickly by that combo of Toaster and Tri-Blast. Well, he's also trying to go in like this. This is a bit of a cat and mouse game right now, because I feel like Ripha is trying to go in on Woomy. You know what? Woomy is just trying to play the distance game. And so far, it is working in favor of Woomy, who is in a very good position. Also, this match is best of 5, by the way, so still very much a lot of opportunities to actually adapt. And a very good grab here is going to be able to close it out. Ripha maybe not as comfortable, I feel like. Maybe not as comfortable with the Helix. But then again, it's like when you are a good player, but also playing against a character specialist, the character specialist supposedly is supposed to show you how to play the character, you know? It's kind of how it works. And so far Woomy is showing very much that. And overall I feel Woomy has been doing a very good job just at snuffing out Ripha's resources. Overall. Which has been very helpful, I feel like. Just going against him, despite Ripha picking the odd characters. The odd characters. Still, Ripha is slowly but surely adapting. Managing to see patterns in Woomy's game plan. And right now does have a good health lead with a rush to boot. I do feel though that Ripha, yeah, is going to save the rush for the next round. And going to round 3. Now we have Ripha trying to go for the long distance game. Trying to... Yes, definitely trying to maybe get the pace down with Woomy. Ooh, and finally gets a rush snuff out as well. Which is going to be good for momentum. And also gets the rush, the full rush at that 375. Woomy on the back foot all of a sudden. A complete shift in momentum right now. And now Woomy not going to be able to build rush as much either. And so the question is, will Woomy be able to avoid everything while building the rush in order to get some leeway into that? Because there's only 40 seconds left. And yeah, the rush here is going to be built, but it is going to be immediately snuffed out by Ripha, who's getting a point on the board. And we're going straight to Buster Beach. Ripha's switching to Springman. At this point, I feel like Ripha is just spinning the wheel to know his character. It might just be that, to be fair, and I wouldn't be too surprised. And yeah, it seems that we are going to go straight back to Buster Beach. Ooh, and Woomy going Ninjara as well. The worst part of it about Ninjara is how I almost want to say Ninjala, like the game. But anyways, I do feel like the pacing of that matchup is going to be completely different all of a sudden. Just because Woomy isn't going to try and bombard Ripha with the rooster punches, but instead going to try and cut out Ripha's movement with the Ice Dragon. Meanwhile, Ripha does have access to Springtron's tools, like the Deflect. Not really going to matter in the face of the Air Rush, but still. We have two relatively mobile characters, I would say extremely mobile for Ninjara, going at it. And yeah, the pacing is completely different. Ripha going for setup here with the EMP. And now he's completely in Woomy's face with a long charge, I was about to say. But Woomy is going to be able to fight back, push Ripha back into an uncomfortable spot. Ripha's going to have to jump over that laser. And yeah, Ripha's going to be contending with the laser. Ooh! That rush grazed him. That rush grazed Ripha. Woomy nonetheless managing to take the round, but that was still a questionable rush, I would say, from Woomy. Still, it grazed Ripha, so you know. That was a thing. Yeah, going to round 2, Ripha is going to try and push Woomy into the corner. That very tight corner. Going to go as well for the full win confirm here. Doing some excellent damage to Woomy, but Woomy's going to be able to punish that, answer back with a rush of his own, but the physics make it that the rush is not going to be completed. Those dang slopes. In Smash or in Arms, they're going to be a problem. But still, a very good response from Woomy right now, who is looking much better in this matchup. Although, like, that win confirm is just going to delete what I just said. That is just what happens when I commentate, I guess. Yeah, going to round 3. Woomy's going to open up with a very good rush here. Ripha getting pushed very much into the corner. Although Woomy is happy to make that back wall here his home. Like that upper wall. And yeah, Ripha's struggling right now. Woomy getting those good callouts, honestly. Being very good at just snuffing out Ripha's movement with that laser. And Ripha's gonna go for the win confirm. Of course it hits. Not gonna be able to get the full rush over there, but he does recognize the situation. Gonna back out right away because of it. Which is good awareness from Ripha. And this is where you see the experience as well. Like, Ripha knew that the rush wasn't going to fully land, but that grab sure as hell is going to kill. There's going to be another point to Woomy. Very well played by Woomy. Very patient, honestly, by the end. And we're now going into game 4. It's going to be Ripha's counter pick. Obviously, if Ripha is playing roulette, this is going to be more challenging for him. But yeah, we're finally getting off the beach and going into the mausoleum. Which, yeah, it's 11 o'clock. I guess it's the correct timing to actually get a little spooky. And Woomy is counterpicking to Springtron. Ripha is going to go for Lola Pop. And Ripha right away going for full pressure with Lola. I've already said that Lola is more of a defensive character in the game. Ripha just doesn't care. He doesn't care. Just gonna go in. Like, he gets a chance, he's gonna go in. No questions asked. When Woomy gonna go for the EMP, going to go for the rush. Ripha, aware of the situation, is going to drop the shield right at the end instead of letting it break. But the shield is still pretty low on Ripha's side. And Ripha's gonna get that rush snuffed out of him as well. And now Ripha's on the back foot. Back to the wall, in fact. And back to the ground. Well, not quite because of Ragdoll, but you know what I mean. Now going into round 2, we got a very good grab from Woomy, who's looking very good in this matchup. My gosh, the grabs are coming in and out, in and out. Woomy not letting Ripha get any space right now. Ripha's just standing there menacingly. And yeah, Ripha definitely playing way more defensively all of a sudden, since he tried to commit and got into the EMP, which is unfortunate. Woomy going for setup. And it's still a very precarious situation for Ripha, who's almost, like, who's at his last pretty much health bar of the winner's bracket at this point. Still, some very good dodges, some very good avoidance, a very good Sparky hit right there, and the comeback is real. All of a sudden the comeback is looking very real. Woomy going for the rush, but Ripha is just going to be able to escape and punish that with the lockjaw, and that is going to be a very, very good comeback for Ripha, whose patience has paid off. Now we're going into round 3. Ripha going to go for rush, but is going to get denied here by Woomy after a very good escape. And Woomy building rush pretty fast as well right now. Gonna miss the stun confirm into grab though. And yeah, we don't talk about it too much, but Springtron does have deflate like Springman and Brass, which is still a very potent tool to have defensively. Because it can just, you know, parry things going your way. Ripha going for rush, but Woomy... Ooh, Woomy's gonna get caught right here. I thought Woomy's had the punish on deck, but no! That is not the case. Ripha instead caught him falling right into that rush. And right now, it is looking like a very close ender right now. Ripha on 1 HP. And Ripha is now dead. Woomy breaking the trampoline as the ultimate disrespect. And that is going to be Woomy going straight into grand finals. But yeah, very well played from both players. You definitely felt like Ripha was playing the roulette with his characters. But that is completely fine. So, here's the thing, chat. We do still have the losers bracket going on with MrTable and Paul playing here. Ripha says that his controller died at the end, so okay. Technical issues, those happen. But yeah, we do have the losers bracket still going on in the background. We do have MrTable and Paul playing in the background. So you know, that's a thing. For my part, I'm going to use that time to take a short break to actually get some water, some milk, some everything. For that matter, I will be back in just a bit in order to bring you the rest of that wonderful, wonderful tournament that is Battle for the Den Season 2, Episode 18. We'll see you in just a bit.
Oh man, are you ready for this? You can feel the calm before the storm as the round begins. This is gonna be a match to remember. This battle is about to explode. Final KO!
And we are back. As yeah, we're like, Paul, please report the real actual score, because we kind of need those for the alpha rankings. So yeah, we're just fixing that real quick. There we go. So yeah, back to our regularly scheduled program. We are going to go into loser semis, which is going to be MrTable versus Kefgeru. But before that, we can take a look a little bit at the bracket. Also, this stream is now sponsored by Honey. It's not, but it is, you know. Yeah, real quick, here's the bracket. So as you can see, MrTable did win 2-0 against Paul, which is kind of expected, honestly, but understandable. But meanwhile, we do have then Kefgeru and MrTable going in for loser semis, and the bans are currently happening. Yeah, gosh, I'm having that warm milk is really nice, I will say. And yeah, so far the seeding is being respected for the most part in terms of going into that top 4. Although we do have an upset in Woomy taking down Ripha. Like, we do. But then again, I feel like Ripha isn't playing at full power anyways, so there's that. Yeah, as you can see, we do have both players, like you can't see, but now you can see we have both players just getting ready, getting the bands in order. We will soon see which stage we are going to for this loser semi. It would be apparently sparring ring. So yeah, we're gonna go straight into it. MrTable versus Kefgeru. We are going to see the Twintelle Ditto, which is expected from both of these players. And we're not gonna waste any more time. We're going to go straight in. And I will say that the Twintelle Ditto on sparring might be pretty interesting, because this is definitely going to give a lot of opportunities to both players to actually use the slowdown dash, I feel like. And I really feel like Twintelle overall is one of the few characters that can effectively, so to speak, shut down the offense on this stage. This is definitely one of the characters who can most effectively do that. MrTable is going to get a very good rush here. Kefgeru is going to get a punish rush as well. So far this is pretty even. Yeah, lots of moving around. Going to poke each other. Lots of dashing, by the way. Just lots and lots and lots of star dashing. But MrTable is going to be able to take that first round. This is a very funny Ditto to watch, I will say that much. Like, you just see them dashing over and over and over again. Despite the fact that I always say that dashing isn't always the best option. Like, here it is definitely looking like a very good option to actually shut down the other Twintelle. Ooh, and Kefgeru is going to miss that rush. MrTable now in a prime position. And in a very good position. And yeah, this is best of 5 as well, so there's that. And yeah, very convincing performance by MrTable, who's going to be able to take that that first game pretty convincingly. But yeah, going to into that round 2, that game 2, I'm not too sure what Kefgeru would want to counterpick. We already know that Mozo and Ninja is off the table, but then again on the Ditto I feel like this is more comfort stage stuff. You kind of want to pick the comfort stage. So I really feel like the stage won't matter as much, but we are going to go straight back into sparring ring for more aggression. Yeah, that's the thing also, we do have a lot of chillers on the deck. So a lot of opportunities technically for like this, like ice chains. And so far the ice chains are working out better for MrTable, despite Kefgeru having double the chillers. And a very good stun into grab as well. MrTable definitely looking very comfortable in the Ditto. Trying to show everyone how it's done. Ooh, and an arm is down on Kefgeru's side. MrTable just about recognizes the situation, is going to use the rush to secure that round. And then we're just going to go into round 2 with the rush advantage on Kefgeru's side, but this has to be a blow on the mantle. And MrTable continuing down a lot of pressure with that chuck run. Manages to block the rush from Kefgeru as well. He's in his head. MrTable is in Kefgeru's head. No questions asked right now. Really feels like this. Shield is low on Kefgeru's side, which could get dangerous very fast. Thankfully recovers it, but nope, you're gonna get caught on that dash by the rush. And the little strut. Just a little strut. Very good drive though from Kefgeru, pushing MrTable back on the other side of the stage. Very good 1-2 as well. Not gonna be able to get much out of that, but a very good grab from a frightened MrTable who was pretty much frightened from the ice chain. And Kefgeru is going to be able to come back from that. And he's popping off in the Discord. I am not going to show the Discord, but he is popping off in the Discord. Yeah, those are still some close matches overall. I really feel like Kefgeru is doing an excellent job just adapting to MrTable's patterns. And just avoiding the chakram. However, his arm is low. The shield is low. So he's not going to be able to block that rush. And that's a good 195 damage for MrTable. Add to that the stun combo. And MrTable is back on a comfortable lead. Now again, lots of dashing in this Ditto. Lots of dashing. And the slapping. And Kefgeru is dead once again. We are going to go into game 3. And that is going to be, I feel, a fun game 3 because definitely Kefgeru was doing a better job just adapting in that second game. It didn't pan out. But yeah. Still, it was pretty good. I'm convinced. See, Kefgeru, you deserve your seed. You deserve your seed. And it seems like we are instead going to counterpick to Buster Beach for the game 3. Trying to go maybe for a slower game pace. Trying to have more space. I just realized Kefgeru has 2 chillers in his loadout. Which I feel is a bit telegraphed. Should probably change that. But yeah, I feel like it could be good, honestly, to be on Buster Beach, just to have more time to think about what MrTable is doing. And more space, most importantly. But if MrTable gets him in the corner, it might be over. And that's the thing. Right now Kefgeru is doing a very good job just making sure to not get stuck in that corner. You were trying to go for the wake up grab. For the wake up recatch. Not going to be able to get it. But hey, still finding some very, very good grabs. And some very good dodges as well. Like, you definitely feel like Kefgeru is a lot more comfortable on this stage. Which makes me wonder why he didn't pick it sooner. Because he definitely feels a lot more comfortable just having all that space to move around. Ooh, trade here. And the trade rush is going to go in favor of Kefgeru. Like, this is a completely different man we're looking at right now. And I'm certain we didn't switch out people in the lobby. Because I would have seen it. We would have laughed. Yeah, it really feels like Kefgeru had, for most of the time for now, the pace on deck. But MrTable is starting to find some answers. And it definitely feels like MrTable's answer is more so aggression. Kefgeru recognizing that though and managing to get that grab. Ooh, the shield is not going to be enough to protect from everything, but that's 70 damage, that's fine. Like, that's fine. However, the stun combo is not going to be fine at this rate. And now Kefgeru is stuck in the corner, and it was the situation we feared for Kefgeru. Now going into round 3, Kefgeru does have rush advantage. Can use it at any point right now. And right now the goal I feel like is just trying to push MrTable in the corner and not get pushed in the corner himself. But so far the Chakram is doing a lot of work for MrTable. Getting some very good hits in. Kefgeru is going to answer back with his own rush, getting a quarter health. But the Chakram is talking right now for MrTable. It's not just talking, it's screaming, by the way. It is screaming, and that rush is almost going to be it. Kefgeru on his last HP of the tournament, potentially. And yeah, the Chakram. It's like... It's weird. Because it felt like Kefgeru had it. And then at some point, MrTable started spamming Chakram. And it was over. Still. Very nicely done from both players. My goodness. That was a very good showing. But yeah, there is some interesting stuff going on right now. And so that does mean we are going to go soon in losers finals. Where we're gonna have MrTable's rematch against Ripha. This time on a best of 5 set. As some practice is being organized in the Discord, we love to see it. We genuinely love to see players helping each other, trying to get better in the game. But yeah. But yeah, we're going straight into losers final. Sorry about that moment of silence here, which is going to be MrTable versus Ripha. Who Ripha is going to go with the Springman to begin with. Now already, Ripha with the clapback, honestly. And I don't know. I feel like clapback is going to be much harder to use on sparring ring, which is why I'm kind of surprised that sparring was Ripha's pick. But still. So far, it's definitely looking like Ripha's got some good movement and good evasion. I need to focus back. Ripha gonna go for the rush. MrTable is gonna be able to easily avoid that. Not the best rush, honestly, to have clapback plus Thunderbird. Not exactly the most consistent in order to catch people. It is much easier to catch people once you have the stun from the Thunderbird. Yeah, so far it's looking very even. Ripha's gonna be able to avoid that rush and punish it. 7 seconds on the clock. MrTable finding a little bit of a stun combo. Ripha gonna answer back with a grab. And I'm not sure who has the lead. Ripha has the lead. Okay. That was very close. We are now in round 2. Ripha trying to apply a lot of pressure with the slap and the clap back. Gonna be able to find a shield break, but not gonna get much damage out of it. Meanwhile, MrTable is continuing a little bit more of a distance game, which I feel is going to bite him in the butt on sparring overall. But still. Got some good slaps on decks. Ripha is going to go for those good clap back hits. Ooh, and Ripha's going to go for a rush, but it is not going to land here. No dice! Ripha is still in a very good position right now. 21 seconds on the clock. MrTable still needs to build the rush in order to be able to be threatening, I would say, to Ripha. Well, Ripha can just afford to play defensively. MrTable going in, but it's too little too late. Like, it is going to be a Ripha victory. Little bit of a grab for the cinematic at the end, but you're only delaying the inevitable. You're only delaying the inevitable at this point, and that is going to be first point to Ripha. And yeah, we are going to go straight back to sparring. And Ripha's taking over the Springman. Okay. Maybe it's not roulette. Maybe it's not the roulette. Yeah, Ripha determined to actually show that this combo is working. And I like it. Although he did ditch the clapback in that first round. But to be fair, it is a good strategy because it's going to change up the pace. MrTable, however, on him right now, literally. And going for full-on aggression, pushing Ripha into the corner and then out of the corner with the grab. And an arm is down on Ripha's side. A little bit of regional lag here, but we still got the punish. We're fine. We're fine. Ooh, and MrTable is going to be able to find that rush in order to close out the round. Very well done. Yeah, going to round 2, Ripha is going to completely waste that rush, unfortunately. That's just what happens sometimes. As MrTable is trying to make his way back into the offensive seat, but right now Ripha is still doing a very good dodge job. In fact, Ripha is just going to be walking, well, backdashing away from that rush very easily, very easily. And yeah, it feels like just the slower pace right now is benefiting Ripha more. Just overall. Yeah, very good stun here for Ripha. Yeah, the clapback is definitely helping Ripha a lot in this matchup. Just having it there in order to threaten MrTable and block his attack attempts is really benefiting Ripha more than his strategy with his more traditional strategy with the slap and the Thunderbird. And yeah, nothing that can be done here. There is going to be a timeout. Round goes to Ripha. We're going to round 3. And for that matter, Ripha is continuing with this setup, which is working well for him. And MrTable is starting to see a little bit of a crack here, using that Phoenix to actually go around that clapback. And once Ripha's committed, there's not much he can do except waste the rush. Ooh, but the clapback is going to be able to block some of the rush, at the very least. Not enough, but some of it. And now MrTable is the one in a very good position. Ripha's gonna get Phoenixed here. Ripha is now in max mode though. So you still have to be careful about that if you are MrTable. Because now that you have the full charge clapback at all times, anything will reflect off of it. Ooh, and Ripha is going to win that rush exchange as well. 16 seconds on the clock. This is still possible for Ripha if he can manage a perfect dodge game. But MrTable, with a very solid defense, is going to be able to shut down any hopes. And that is going to be a win to timeout. MrTable gets a point on the board. Very well played. Just very good adaptation overall. Now going into game 3, the question is which stage does Ripha pick? We're apparently going to DNA Lab, which is fine by me. And Ripha's gonna go with the Master Mummy. Gonna go with the big boy. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The fabled Paramummy! It is here, we love to see it. It is right on display in front of your eyes. But still, MrTable is okay with that. Although he's going to get slammed here. Yeah, and Ripha is going to be playing a very patient game right now, because he knows that if he just holds shield and MrTable isn't doing anything, he's just going to gain back a lot of health. Ooh, and the rush here is just going to take it out. This Parabola Rush, this double Parabola Rush, actually covers a lot. It just covers a lot of space. And as we are going into round 2, Ripha is looking very comfortable with the Paramummy. Most pillars are still up as well on the stage. So both players can use those pretty efficiently. MrTable more so, because he does have Phoenix to help him work around the pillars, I feel like. Nonetheless, MrTable is going to be able to punish the block here. Ripha's gonna slamming right back. Ripha going for the rush, and it is going to do massive damage onto MrTable. A very good catch here. Ripha's gonna get the knockdown here, and another parabola for the win. The Paramummy is real. And you see, Paramummy is just doing fine. We're not gonna lie, it is a meme setup, but it is still very viable. It is still a very viable way to play the game. Honestly. It really felt like MrTable maybe was a little bit more lost against the Paramummy. But hey, Double Phoenix is good too. Like, I feel like Double Phoenix could be a real good answer to that menace. Just because you'd be able to just work around the parabolas much more easily. So, you know, I approve that choice. Also, the Phoenix will get those hard knockdowns on Mummy, which is also going to help immensely in slowing down the beast. Ooh, and a very good rush here by MrTable, who's not finishing the rush. Okay, that was interesting. Mummy physics, I guess. So MrTable in a very good position. Ripha does have rush, but I'm not completely sure he wants to spend it. He did try, but unfortunately it did not land, and I feel like that was his win condition in this round. Still, gets a very good paralysis here. MrTable is going to be able to push him back. Very good confirm here. Putting MrTable in range of critical. As Ripha is healing. And the slam is going to be just enough to make the comeback. The Paramummy is real. It is here, it is on deck, it is real. But yeah, MrTable is just going to continue his gameplay to try and get those Phoenix hits from afar. Very good grab though, but Ripha's got a grab of his own, so, you know. And another one! Ripha determined to melt that health bar with grabs, but no. None of that. Shame on you. You're gonna get hit by the rush. Ripha's gonna get burned. Going for all those grabs, but it does not matter. We're going for yet another grab. MrTable, however, is going to find a grab of his own. Not quite enough to kill. I really thought that was gonna be it, but no. Ripha's still on 1 HP. But Ripha's gonna find the rush and just, yeah! 1 HP comeback. We do those all day, every day. Every day. Not a problem for Ripha. Putting Paramummy on the map. Okay, we are asking for lag tests. So we are going to take a little bit of time to check for lag tests. We are going to suspend the tournament for just a little bit to double check. Wait, like this. We are figuring things out. We are figuring things out. But yeah, it would seem that we're just not gonna have lag tests. Like, we're figuring things out. Obviously, we do have transcontinental matches. But yeah, we're gonna have the rematch between Woomy and Ripha. But yeah, we're just getting that set up. Obviously, we are going to have yet another transcontinental match, so hopefully we don't get too much in terms of lag. But yeah, before we do the grand finals, let me remind you of a few things. So first off, in terms of Battle for the Den, the schedule isn't set yet. There will be Battle for the Den in April, at least for Arms Asia Oceania and KOF 15 and Samurai Showdown. Probably going to be an EU NA tournament as well, just to close out the Alpha Rankings, but we haven't decided yet, so we do not have anything to announce besides that at this point in terms of dates. In terms, however, of the playing grounds, we are taking a break next week. But after that, on the 22nd of March at 21 CET, we will be playing Guilty Gear XX Axon Core Plus R on Steam, which in my opinion has the best, like literally the best online infrastructure on the market in terms of fighting games. So we can just open up a lobby, spectate some matches, play some matches. You can just tell me in the chat as usual if you want to fight with me. Like, this is just grandiose. I can just have a 64 player lobby and we're just fighting each other randomly. That is great. Yeah, that will be on the 22nd of March at 21 CET. Don't miss out if you want to play some Guilty Gear. And we're also going back to offline with Nantes Arena 22.1. This will be in Nantes, in France, on the 19th and 20th of March 2022. This tournament is offered to you by Beat by 44. WolfTV will be there to stream the tournament on Beat by 44's channel. And in terms of what we will have to offer in terms of games, we do have Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood Type Lumina, Windjammers 2, Garou Mark of the Wolves, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Vampire Savior, and Capcom vs. SNK2. Registrations online are closed right now, from what I understand. And but other than that, you can actually show up at the venue on the D-Day to just play some games. The free play is free, the venue fee is free, and you will still be able to register for the tournament if you want to. For more details, I invite you to actually check !Nantarina in the chat, which I need to spell, there we go, because it will throw you a link that you can look at in order to get all of the information about that offline tournament. But as we say that our match is getting ready on Temple Grounds, we will have Ripha versus Woomy, which is going to start in just a minute once I press the OK button and both players are just going in. Again, best of 5, Ripha needs to reset the bracket in order to win. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully not too bad, and Ripha is sticking to the Master Mummy while Woomy is using Ninjara. Players are set. Ripha is dedicated to the Paramummy right now. Well, Woomy is using Guardian Ninjara. Okay. Double Guardian Ninjara. This is I'm not too sure how both arms are going to interact with each other in this scenario. So far they're just blocking each other, that's for sure. Ripha is going to be the first one to find a stun into a grab. I really feel like the Parabola is more efficient overall. But the Guardian is slower and can catch off guard much more easily with its weird trajectory as well. So it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. Like, both players are definitely exchanging blows right now. Ripha is just doing that little more damage because he's finding the stuns, he's finding the rush, he's finding the grabs. It's that easy to understand. And Woomy right now on his last HP right now in this first round. And you can't really go into the offensive with Double Guardian. Even when you're at close range, it's not going to shoot at your opponent. And yeah, Woomy, aware of the situation, kind of going straight for a rush and going for that Phoenix most importantly. Which I feel is the better choice right now than just trying to meme with Double Guardians. Because that Phoenix in support of the Guardian is going to be much more potent. With those curves, with just mixing up the trajectories, and it's already showing. Like that successful rush and just applying the pressure. It's already showing that Woomy is in a much better position from having that Phoenix. So Ripha is able to find the rush. Ripha playing very patient right now. Able to block Woomy's rush at the last second, I feel like. I really thought that wasn't gonna be enough. Now Ripha is back on the lead. And almost has full rush as well. Sorry about that. Still, Woomy is doing an excellent job trying to keep Ripha in the corner. But right now he's only getting really the chip damage from the Phoenix, and the rush is going to be enough to take it. Ripha is now up 1-0. And Woomy is dedicated to go back to Temple Grounds. Yeah, no questions asked. We're getting the run back. I feel like Woomy is trying to change his setup right now. Going for the mummy ditto. Okay. Okay, sure. Okay, okay. We like it here. We very much enjoy it. And yeah, we're getting the Paramummy Ditto. Okay! Okay, I see what's going on. This is what the tournament has devolved into. I see. Now the question is, who's getting the first hit? There we go, Woomy's getting the first hit. And that's the thing. You get the paralysis with Paramummy, then you get the grab. That is 25% of your health almost gone. Just gone, melted, gone. Unless your mummy is not coming back. Look at this. Look at these two wailing on each other. We're just having fun here. No, we're just having fun. Ooh, and Woomy's gonna go straight for the rush as well. Punish Ripha for that committal action. And yeah, we're trading. It's so funny to see how much of this wailing around is just clashing with the opponents. Yeah, Ripha's just gonna take that time to heal, you know. Ooh, very good grab though from Woomy, recognizing the situation and getting the right call out. And Ripha is trying to go for the most cheeky rush, but nah, Woomy's just gonna be able to block that. Come on. Come on. And now we're back with more wailing around. Ooh, and Woomy's getting a very good good lead here. Sure, it's gonna take 25% from that, but you know, that's just how that matchup goes at this point. But yeah, still, against both players' playstyle, I feel like just going for grab is very committal. Yeah, Ripha's gonna be able to take that one right back! We're now going into final round. Woomy gonna go for a rush. Not gonna be able to hit that. And we're just having fun here. We're just having fun. Woomy trying to heal. Ripha kind of hesitant to actually go for the grab on those healing moments. But obviously Woomy can easily just react to it at this distance. Ripha, however, is going to get his little moment to heal. Now again, lots of trading around. Another 25% here from Ripha. Woomy is going to get the full rush though, in order to get back into the game, but this is still looking very dire for Woomy, and there it is. Yeah, Ripha showing up as the Paramummy master. That was silly, but that was great, honestly. That was just great. We're having a great old time. And yeah, Ripha is apparently done with the Paramummy. Which, understandable. And now we're getting Springman versus Lola Pop. Which is going to be a whole other can of worms, that double Paramummy. And to be fair, we've seen the clapback Springman from Ripha before. It can do some real good damage. It's just a matter of getting the right setup at the right time. Although so far Ripha is going for full aggression. Clapback's still very good though to actually block the incoming hits from this distance. But yeah, Ripha is not afraid to go for the aggression despite having a clapback on the deck. Ripha is blinded right now. But you know, doesn't last very long usually. Ooh, Ripha tried to punish Woomy's rush, but Woomy, well aware of the situation, able to sidestep and block. And to be fair, that is to the advantage of Lola Pop, who has some very good blocking tools. It's, you know, she can literally block in the air. That helps. Yeah, Woomy's trying to play more distance here. Trying to play more from a distance. Pushing Ripha into critical. Ripha now has max mode. And so that clapback is going to be extra scary for Woomy. Woomy who's going for rush, despite having 1 HP. That is a ballsy move, I will say. Ripha is going to get knocked down though. And yeah, gonna be able to find the punish here with the rush. So you know, a rush for a rush, it wasn't too bad for Woomy at the end of the day, but he did lose the round nonetheless. Yeah, for that matter, the Biffler on Woomy is doing a lot of work. It is kind of impressive to see how much work it does. Ooh, and Woomy's gonna get snuffed out here. Not gonna get the opportunity to get a rush in. Meanwhile, Ripha's still doing well from a distance. Still doing very well. Trying to block what Woomy has to offer. Woomy's gonna be able to take the lead back. Ripha still has rush though on his side. Woomy's almost there. And a good slap in the face. Good slap in the face. A good grab as well. Ripha is now in critical. One hit away from dying. And trying to work his way around with the advancing guards in order to try and get into Woomy's personal space right now. Still, that was very committal. Ripha going for the rush, and Woomy's gonna be able to jump right over and punish that. No dice, no dice, no dice. And now Woomy in an excellent position to start round 3 as well. From the top, it's got a rush. It's gonna get knocked down right away. Yeah, Woomy's gonna go straight for rush. Ripha's gonna be able to avoid all of this pretty handily. Woomy's gonna get knocked down again. I think that was the last pillar as well. The pillars are down. Good catch from Ripha. Very good. Little slap here. Little slap there. Ooh, and Ripha's rush here is going to get snuffed out as well. Putting Woomy back into a very advantageous position. Woomy is going to get slapped though. Ooh, and is going to get denied his own rush as well. And now Ripha's got all the momentum. Pretty much 2 hits away from resetting the bracket. But still, Woomy is not giving up. 14 seconds on the clock. Everything is still possible. Woomy is just going to be able to go outside the range of that rush and get the rush of his own. But 1 second on the clock, it is too late for Woomy. And we're going to go into the bracket reset. Yeah. Good job by Ripha. Not too surprising to see him very much dominate in this late stage of the tournament. We are going to go into the bracket reset as the bans are happening once again. But yeah, it would seem that Ripha is going to go full Misango for the last set. And we are going to go to Buster Beach for the bracket reset. We're going straight in. Ripha versus Woomy, the true finals. Misango versus Helix. It's time for the finale of Battle for the Den Season 2, Episode 18. And yeah, now Ripha is just here. And he wants to win. We now have like motivated Ripha, and it's like when, I don't know, like I don't want to make Devil May Cry references, but it really feels like the moment where you're like, yeah, okay, we now have the Virgil. Like, I will say this is almost like Marvel Free. Like, motivated Ripha is like fighting Marvel Free Virgil. I will say that much. And it's already showing that Woomy is having a little bit of a struggle here. Still, Woomy does have double buff, but it's not going to be able to deal much to that red masked Ripha. Because the armor. I still don't like that set against red masked Ripha. Or against Ripha in general. Just Misango in general, like, I kind of want to see players have an elemental arm that can knock down red masked Ripha, but still, it doesn't matter, because Woomy is going to bust out the rush, but Ripha is going to bust out the rush of his own in order to secure that first round. But yeah, I really feel like just using double buff is a gamble against Misango, and that's why I'm very glad to see Woomy switching to double toaster instead. Because now it's going to be much easier to get those hard knockdowns. And Woomy's gonna go straight for rush. Gonna be able to catch Ripha's landing. Is looking completely different all of a sudden. With Woomy being able to barrage Ripha with a lot of punches. Completely barrage Ripha. And yeah, completely different round two. Like, just Ripha had no response to the barrage that was coming from Woomy's side. I see Ripha typing, but I'm not completely sure he had the time to actually write something in the 10 seconds that he gets to pick the arms. But I do like the megawatt here from Ripha in order to plow through Woomy's insane pressure right now. And the rush from the yellow mask also helped, but Woomy is going to get his own rush. Still, now it's Ripha who's got all the momentum on his side. Yeah, it really feels like Cracker Megawatt might be the answer to that overwhelming pressure that Woomy is dishing out. Constantly. Now Ripha now in yellow. got Rush. Woomy does have Rush as well, but there's not much Woomy is going to be able to do in terms of... Ooh! Still finds a little bit of damage here. Interesting! Interesting interactions with the Yellow Mask, which I didn't know of. Woomy is still on his last HP, and Woomy is now on no HP. There's going to be one game to Ripha. And Ripha's wasting no time banning. We're going to go straight back to Buster Beach for game 2. But yeah, just lots of adaptation going on in this set so far. Yeah, Woomy's gonna have to find a way through this Megawatt. Double Tri-Blast, okay, sure, why not? Ripha's just gonna go for Red Mask right away. That's just what is going to happen against double Tri-Blast, because look, he can just armor through all of it. Still, Ripha is taking a lot of armor damage. That also means that Ripha doesn't need to stop. Heck, Ripha didn't even need to stop for the rush. Like, he got clipped by it, but he didn't need to stop. And that's the thing. Now the question is Woomy gonna be able to do more damage than Ripha can dish out? Like right now, Woomy is the one who's gonna have to play patiently. Still, Ripha is still taking a lot of armor damage. And I feel like he's not being too careful right now. He is going to start playing more defensively. We're finally getting a knockdown somehow. And nobody's going to get anything from that double rush. And yeah, Ripha on last HP, Ripha now on no HP. This was an interesting interaction because Ripha was just armoring through everything. But the fact is, he was still hitting everything in the process. And still had to be, like, wary of his damage. Like, sure, you can't be taken down against double Tri-Blast. But the fact is, you're still taking a lot of goddamn damage. So you gotta be careful about that. And that is happening again. And Woomy this time is going to find the full rush. Gonna knock the red right out of Ripha. He's going for red again and getting a very good 185 grab because, you know, Red Mask Misango just does more damage on grab for some reason, you know, that's fine. And Ripha gets the rush as well, and again, gonna armor his way through and just wail on Woomy, absolutely wail on Woomy. Once again, going into round 3, we do have again that situation where Ripha is in Red Mask. Woomy is continuing to try and rain down the Tri-Blast to try and stop Ripha, but a very good grab is going to be the one to actually do it. Now Woomy is going to be able to find the rush as well. Woomy now in a very comfortable position. Ripha has no mask. Going for Red Mask again. But this is rough now because, you know, Ripha can't really afford to armor through everything. And I almost feel like Blue Mask would have been a better play. And now it's going to happen again. Woomy's just going to use the rush defensively. Going to drop the shield a little bit early for some reason. But yeah. Armor ain't gonna save you forever, Ripha. That is not... Now Woomy on the board. Woomy is on the board. And now we're going straight to Ninja College. Where's Ninja College on that? I'm like, nobody picks Ninja, so where the heck is Ninja on the list? Yeah, that is definitely an interesting counter pick. It will depend on what Woomy does, honestly. Going for double buff. Okay, and Ripha going straight for yellow mask because that's the one that's available right now. But Woomy does have the high ground. Does have the height advantage right now. Ripha is trying to dislodge him though from that top platform. Still, we've got a more patient Ripha this game. Ooh, and a long range grab here from Woomy. Another grab. Ripha's now in blue. We try to be a little bit too committal with those grabs. Ripha, however, is going to find a grab of his own. And Ripha's just going to go straight for the invincible yellow rush with the yellow mask in order to secure that round. But I do believe that Woomy is going to go into round 2 with rush advantage, absolutely. Still, Woomy is now starting from the bottom. Woomy going straight for rush. Is going to get blocked by the pillar of the mask. Ripha now in red. And now the armoring begins. Still, Ripha is still taking a lot of damage. From all those stray hits, while Woomy is doing an excellent job at defense and getting the rush to end that phase. Ripha in red again. And honestly, from what I've seen, I don't like Ripha in the red. Ripha, however, in terms of health, is in the red now. Gonna find the full rush. But it's not gonna matter, because Woomy is going to get that last hit. Now Woomy is back on the top of the map. Ripha is in blue, going to move around, trying to push Woomy onto the platform, but instead is going to fall right into Woomy's rush. Good catch with the cool ring. And Ripha is in red again. Now the question is, how much damage will Ripha have to tank before getting the hits on Woomy? Doesn't matter because Woomy does have the rush. And again, I feel like Ripha being in red is at his detriment. Because really, he's just trying to armor for too much, I feel like, when he's in red. Now that does mean that Woomy is going to go into game 4 with a 2-1 lead. Yeah, we do have some lag, obviously, because, you know, cross-continental matches. Thankfully, we did separate at least EUNA from Asia Oceania. But still. Yeah, Woomy now not pulling any punches, going for the fire. Maybe that will teach Ripha to not actually try and tank too much. To be fair. But I feel like he might also be prioritizing red mask, because it might be harder for him to actually react to what Woomy's doing. Ripha is now in yellow. Got that trigger option that Woomy has to respect. As the yellow man could just push the trigger on you at any time and be invincible for it. But that threat for now is disabled. Ooh, we're getting a very good long distance grab here. Woomy getting punched in the face. Ripha going for a rush of his own, but Woomy's going to be able to avoid most of it. 6 seconds on the clock. Both players very close in terms of health. One punch could change everything. And that is going to be the one to secure Ripha's win, as he was almost getting grabbed. Like, I felt that if Woomy didn't go down here, this could have been a round-winning grab for Woomy. And Woomy, because of that, is going back to double buff. Tried and true, it's the one that worked, why not? Gonna get the rush onto Ripha. As Ripha's managing to get more of those megawatt hits right now. Getting the rush as well. Gonna drop out, but that's fine. But yeah, Ripha is going to find yet another win here. Very much recognizing that he doesn't need red mask to actually go into all of the punches. We are now at 2-2. This is the final game. We're going to Mausoleum. This is about as neutral as it gets. It definitely feels like the final showdown. And Woomy already is doing a lot of pressure with double tri-blast. This is such a quick arm, to be fair. So I'm not too surprised. And now Ripha is in red. And once again trying to tank through everything. Woomy's shield is low. That might be an opportunity soon for Ripha. But no, it's regenerating. Woomy's fine on that. When the trampoline's already out, we are at 65 seconds in the first round. That is a very early trampoline. Woomy's gonna clip Ripha with the rush. Also going to find the shield break. But not gonna get much out of it nonetheless. Ripha back in red. Going for rush. Armoring through everything. Not gonna find the full rush. That is only 140 on Woomy. Lots of exchanges here. Ripha still has red mask. Woomy on the verge of death. And that is going to be the one hit to do it. And the matter of the fact is that that early trampoline, I think, kind of threw off Woomy. I think it kind of threw off Woomy, to be fair. I mean, now he can just sit back and do the go full tower defense mode. But still, Ooh, and a nice grab to disable Ripha's yellow mask as well. Allowing Woomy to find a rush opportunity without the risk of it getting completely denied by yellow mask. Ripha is going to be able to find a rush of his own for 340 damage. Ripha is now in Woomy's space. Yellow mask was on, but not for long, and that is going to be another KO. And those are quick rounds. We're going into the final round of the final game of the final set. And yeah, both players trying to play more of a neutral game. Woomy finding the rush, which is huge. It's 25% off of Ripha. And Woomy right now completely in his element. Going to spam punches like there's no tomorrow, because, you know, if you don't, there is literally no tomorrow in this tournament. Ripha on the verge of death. Only 2 hits away from dying, pretty much. Woomy going for a rush, but Ripha is going to block it. Ooh, that was very risky from Ripha. That was very risky to actually jump during that rush. And now Ripha is in blue mask, trying to avoid everything, dodge everything, finding the rush. No, it drops. It drops. And Woomy is going to be able to take it. Woomy will be your champion for Battle for the Den Season 2 Episode 18. Very well played, very close to the end. But that rush drop was so unfortunate. It was so unfortunate from Ripha. Like, my goodness. I feel like if that rush didn't drop, this could have been a completely different story. But, alas, what happened happened. And that does mean that Woomy is going to take that event. Congratulations to Woomy, commiserations to Ripha. Here's your final bracket. As you can see, you have Woomy in first, Ripha in second, and MrTable in third. Very good performance as well from Kefgeru, getting in fourth. But yeah, that was very fun. That was very fun. Like, hopefully, like, here's the thing. I think for Season 3 we'll probably not do Battle for the Den for Europe, North America, and I'm gonna try and offset that. Maybe get some other tournament organizers on the subject, in order to try and alleviate lag as much as possible and still having a fair competition. Of course, I want to keep Asia, Australia, because these regions don't get to shine as often. So there's that. But yeah, with that, that's going to be our evening over. I will still have some things to do on my side, but for me, I think that in terms of stream, that's going to be the end of it. In terms of ads, again, the next Battle for the Den is not decided yet. In terms of date, it is not decided yet. We will have some tournaments in April. We're still deciding on the details of it, if there are going to be alpha rankings, if there are not going to be alpha rankings, which tournaments we're getting, when we're getting them. This is again a very, April is again going to be a very weird month, for me personally, at the very least. But there's that. In terms of the playing grounds, we are taking a break next week, but on the 22nd we will be playing Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus R. So if you want to join, We're playing that on Steam with probably one of the best online infrastructures I've ever seen in a fighting game. This should be good fun. I'll just open up a lobby, you can join in. We'll just figure things out. Play some matches, spectate some matches probably as well. This should be good fun. And in terms of offline, we are returning to offline next weekend at Nantes Arena 22.1, which will be taking place on the 19th and 20th of March in Nantes. This is offered to you all by Beat by 44. As for what WolfTV is going to be doing there, we'll be streaming the tournament over onto Beat by 44's channel. So if you want to check it out, this will be there. We'll also have later this month some restreams from some finals of the tournament. So there's that. And in terms of what we will have there, we'll have Guilty Gear Strive, Melty Blood Type Luna, Windjammers 2, Garo Mark of the Wolves, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Vampire Savior, and Capcom vs SNK 2, Mark of the Millennium 2001. So you see lots of variety, lots of older games, older arcade titles, a few new games as well. Melty Blood is packed. I will tell you that much. Melty Blood is packed. And I think we're going to get some really good competition on Windjammers 2 as well. So again, if you want to check it out, all the information can be found by typing in !Nantes Arena in the chat. Online registrations right now are, how to put it? They should be closed, but you can still register by going at the venue on the right day, and we'll happily register you to the tournament. If the tournament isn't started yet, obviously. So yeah, with that, that's gonna be it for me for tonight. I still have stuff to do this evening before I get to bed, and I want to do them very quickly. I will update the Alpha Rankings tonight, just so we're completely sure. And yeah, with that, that has been a long day, but I will see you next time. Bye everyone, see you next week at Nantes Arena.